Hey everybody, Eric Serwin here from Pink Buckaroo Designs. Today I'm going to show you a card that has lots of layers but isn't too difficult to make. This card features the new Forever Fern bundle from Stampin' Up. This is a new suite, well it is a new suite, but this is the bundle part of the suite that features foliage. And I'm gonna be honest, when I first saw it I thought, I don't know. But I have absolutely loved it. Of everything that I was able to pre-order as a demonstrator, this is what I used the very most, hands down, the whole time. I love it. So I encourage you, if you look past it in the catalog, to give it a second look, because I think you're going to get a lot of use out of this with different projects, adding foliage into your projects with flowers and things. This is the perfect set for that. But I wanted to make a card using the Forever Fern, but also using the DSP, the Designer Series paper that goes along with that suite. So we're going to use that. What's interesting about this whole suite when you see it in the catalog is that they used all the greens, and you don't think they all coordinate and they all don't really go together, but when you put them together, they really do work. So this is a fun, fresh, springy green color featuring this is the new Just Jade in color. And this is a really sweet card that I think would brighten anybody's day. Now, this PDF, if you click on my blog, go over to my Facebook Friday post under the third photo, you'll find a link for this PDF. It has everything that I've listed if I go too fast, and it has the measurements right here, okay? All right, well, let's get started. Now, what I did here, if you can see, I've created kind of a layer, like a split layer here. Oops, there you go. Can you guys see that? So that's what we're going to do. We've got these two pieces. I took a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of Just Jade, and I cut off 1 inch on this side, and I cut off let me look at my notes, 1 3/4 inches on that side. Okay. So then I took those pieces, which are hiding from me, here they are, and I stamped them all over with the leaves. Now, because this set has a bunch of different leaves, really it doesn't matter which ones you use. You can't go wrong. So we're just kind of creating a pattern there. Now, let me get my grid paper out. I'm going to fold it in half so it doesn't take up too much room. And I'm going to stamp, I've chosen this one, this stem, and I'm going to stamp the Just Jade ink all over. If you go check out my other Forever Fern video that I have, you'll see that I've kind of done the same thing over there with Misty Moonlight. You don't have to stick with the greens just because these are greenery leaves. You can do whatever you want. Any color will work. Okay, now let's layer this up on our card. You kind of have to place these to see exactly where you need to put your strip of paper, your Designer Series paper. Here's mine. This is my favorite piece in the whole pattern. I like those watercolor lines. So I'm going to adhere it about right here. So I'm going to put my finger there, and I'm using brand new adhesive from Stampin' Up called Stamp and Seal. I've been using it for about 24 hours now, and let me tell you, I love it. It's great. It fits really well in your hands, feels good, and it runs really smoothly. Okay, now here's another another fun adhesive that we have this year. They are foam adhesive sheets, and it reminds me of like a sheet of dimensionals. That's the thickness, but it's like one giant dimensional. Can you guys, is your head like exploding like mine was? So instead of putting a bunch of dimensionals here where I have to peel it off, I'm going to cut a strip, and I'm going to cut one big one from right there and one big one from right there. And then I'll do the same thing over here. A big one here. That may be too wide. I may have to cut it down a little bit. And one right here. You know, it's silly what gets me excited, but adhesive, yeah, makes me excited. So see, you can just peel that off. It's really, dimensionals have always been really good adhesive. They don't come up. So this, this is going to reduce. If you are a lover of dimensionals like I am, and you use a ton, this is going to reduce all those little dimensional papers all over the place and having to peel a whole bunch of dimensionals. All right, so let me peel those off, and we'll put these right over here. We're going to line it up with that DSP, lining up at the top and the bottom, leaving about a 1/4 inch right there. And then we'll take the other piece. Let's see, I think I'm going to do it that way. And we'll do the same thing right there. Okay, isn't that pretty? All right, good. Now let's make our little tag. We're going to do lots of little die cuts. This die set has quite a few dies, as you can see. We're going to use this one. This has been one of my favorites. We're going to use that on a Tranquil Tide. No, Shaded Spruce. True. All these names, it's like I've become insecure now because I can't remember the names right off the top of my head, and so it makes it worse. All right, now this one, I have no idea what that is, but I love it. And we're going to do that out of Pretty Peacock, which is another ink color. And then we're going to do this one, kind of a swag there, out of Soft Seafoam. All right, and then we're going to stamp, let's stamp that one that we just did all over the front of the card. We're going to stamp that in Just Jade on Whisper White, and we'll get that matching die. And that's all. Okay, that's all we need. So we'll have 4. Do you think we can fit them all at the same time on our die cut machine? Let's see, let me pull it over. It's like a challenge for me to get them all on there at the same time so we can cut them just in one big swoop. So I'll put the big one over here first. And then it's the magnetic one that we'll have to, the one that we have to line up on the magnet. We'll have to get that there. Okay, and there's that one. Yep, I think we're going to fit. And that one. All right, we did it. Let's run it through. And let's set that there. We'll pull them all out. There is that one, and that one, and I hope somebody comes up with all the names for these. I'll label my stamp set so then I'll know what their names are, so I don't just have to call it this one and that one and this one and that one. Now, I have already cut a label using one of my new favorite die sets. Whoops, let's put that there. This is the Tasteful Labels dies. If you love labels and if you love stitching, then this one's for you because some of them have stitching. So I've already cut that out. We're just going to layer these on here. I'm going to put, actually, you know what? No, I think I'll wait. I'm going to stamp the sentiment afterwards so I know exactly where to stamp it. All right, I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive there to start. And we're going to put this one there. All right, and then we'll put this one, let's see, I think I'm going to cut this a little bit shorter like that so it doesn't overwhelm. All right, now we've got this one and we'll put that across like that. So let's just do a little bit of adhesive like that. And then this fun little guy, I'm going to fold him in half and use glue dots for him. So there's that glue dot. We'll put him right there. And let me grab one more little glue dot. And come on. I'm going to sandwich him in there. There we go. All right, now let's get that little piece. I don't like that little thing staying in there. There we go. Okay, now the bow. This is Just Jade. And it is in a ribbon trim pack called Flowers for Every Season Ribbon Pack. All right, we've got some variety packs in our new catalog, which is fun. You get several things for the price of just one. All right, we're going to put that there. And then we can figure out exactly where we want our hello. I'm going to stamp the hello in Old Olive. Let's just do it right about, let's get it straight there. Perfect. Okay, now all we have to do is bring it over here and put it right on there. So I'm going to just use regular dimensionals if they are here somewhere. Well, have they fallen back behind my table? Yep, there they are. Nope, that's the foam sheet. All right, well, we'll just use a foam sheet. When in a pinch, you can use your foam sheet. All right, so we'll peel that off. I'm going to put it on either side so it's kind of straddling that DSP. All right, there we go, like that. And there you have it. Now, I made this card earlier. You can find the video for that one, and I really made the inside fancy. So why don't we just add a little bit of fancy to the inside of this one? Why don't we? Let's see. Do I have some Whisper White cardstock here? Well, I did have some Whisper White cardstock. Here we go. It's on the wrong tray for today. All right, so is it going to fit? Yeah, okay. So we've got these two colors out. Why don't we use just jade and maybe just kind of go along and make some simple little leaves like that. And then we'll do this little one. Actually, let's clean that and do that in Old Olive. So we carry in another color. Like that and like that. And now you have plenty of room to write your sentiment or your message. And okay, come on. There we go. You just have to roll it. If it snaps back in there, you just roll it with your finger. There we go. What do you guys think? Do you like that color, that just jade? It's just beautiful in my opinion. Make sure you click the link here on YouTube, hop over to my blog, and grab that PDF and check out the other projects you can make with this beautiful bundle. And let me know if you have any questions, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.